My best wishes to all the viewers. Welcome back to DT Studio. Now I am teaching the subject course Surveying 2 prescribed by the Board of Technical Examination, Directorate Technical Education in Karnataka. Now this is my 7th class. Now we are in continuation of the class that is Theodolite traversing. Now till now we have discussed the Theodolite construction, then various parts of Theodolite, fundamental lines of Theodolite, and measurement of horizontal angles, measurement of vertical angles, and also we have learned the errors in Theodolite and Theodolite traversing also we have little bit understood, and traverse computations now we are doing it. Elaborately we have discussed in the previous class, that is latitude, departure, and then northing, southing, easting, westing, like we have discussed about this. Now I will for 20 minutes I will again call back the things whatever the things we have discussed in the previous class, and then I will move to the next course. Course, isn't it? Now let us understand the full the fundamentals of the traversing and the Theodolite we understood, and we will continue with this, isn't it? Now therefore now see we have elaborately we have discussed in the previous class. Again, for just to recall, now see the traversing. There are two types of traversing. One is closed traversing, the other one is open or unclosed traversing. Now traversing is the progress survey line, continuous survey line, continuously carried out by measuring the horizontal angles and also the distances. The measurement of horizontal angles may be bearing, forebearing, or included angles, excluded angles, like we can measure depending upon the necessity and requirement, and for which that traversing work we are carrying out, isn't it? Now, closed traverse, the closed traverse is a continuous survey work carried from one end to survey line 1, survey line 2, survey line 3, 4, and we are reaching back. We are reaching back to the original, that is starting point. That is closed survey. Initial point and the last point will be same. Now, whereas in the this closed traversing is carried out in calculating the area of the country, area of the forest, area of the land, area of the battlefield, or area of the tank, etc. Like we can calculate the area. And the open traversing is mainly employed in doing the carrying out the laying the lines, that is survey lines for construction of the road, construction of canals, and construction of railway lines, and also the construction of the water supply scheme, and also the drainage system, like we will carry out. And now the method of deflection, the traversing by method of deflection angle. How to carry out the that is traversing by method of deflection angle. Now, and we know that mainly we require two instruments. That is, one is the Theodolite, the other one is the tape and chain, isn't it? Now, depending upon the type of work, we are now only these two things: Theodolite and the angle measuring instrument, and also the chain and tape. Now, in traversing, we are carrying out these two instruments. One is the tape and chain, and the Theodolite, isn't it? Now, therefore, this is one method employed in open traversing. This method is employed in the open traversing. Now, this is how to run the survey lines, the traversing lines. That is, now I will explain the procedure. Now see, if you run the survey lines that is traversing in this fashion, that is from A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to E, etc. by method of deflection angle. Now let us understand the deflection angle. What is the deflection angle? Isn't that? Oh, no. The deflection angle is the progress. This is the survey line from A to B. Now at this point, the survey line changes its direction. It changes its direction. Now this is the preceding line, progress line A, B, B dash is the line, survey line, one line. At point B, the direction of the survey line changes its path, isn't it? Now therefore, the amount deviated, that is B dash BC, B dash BC is the deflection angle. Now here the technique we should understand, that is, now the deflection angles are measured either rightward or leftward. Now therefore, let it be very clear. Now this is the progressive line, survey line. From here to here, this is the survey progressive line. At point B, we are changing the path direction. Now when we change the direction of the path, then now this is the amount of deflection take place, isn't it? Now that we have to measure. And similarly, that is BC C dash is the second line, BC line, and its progressive line. And at point C, now we are the direction of the path will be changed. So therefore, now see here, now this is now here the survey line of the path changes from, that is from left to right. Therefore, it is the right deflection angle, that is theta 1 R. And similarly, if we come to the second point, now this is theta, that is left, because the path changes from the straight line to the right or straight line to the left. So then depending upon that is path direction, now we are designating theta 1 R. It means that changing the path to the right side. Now this is theta 2, that is changing the path from, that is CD, is changing the path BC to CD, now to the left, therefore theta L. And similarly, this is right, that is theta 3 R, isn't it? And similarly, this is theta 4 left, and it is continuation, isn't it? And you remember that the open traversing, the first point and the last point will not come back, isn't it? No, it will not reach the starting point. Now, how to do this? How to do? Now, this is the normally the north orientation. North orientation will be considered. That is the orientation, the reference point, isn't it? It is a reference line, reference axis. Now, we are carrying out everything with respect to some reference axis. So therefore, the north is the reference. Now, sometimes it may require, sometimes it may not. We don't know, isn't it? Depending upon the purpose for which you are doing it and where you are doing it, and the accuracy level you need. So based on this, now you want to decide whether the orientation. No, otherwise we can straight away we can carry out. Now install the instrument. That is, first install the instrument over the station and prolong the line. This is not straight line. That is A, B, B dash. Then measure and also measure this angle. Isn't it? Measure that is orientation. That is the bearing of the line AB. If required, you measure it. If not, nothing to worry about it. Now it is better to always to measure that is bearing. Now because sometimes we need to check the work. To check the work, we may need to verify now and then at some intervals. So therefore, now this is AB, that is AB, and now prolong this line and measure the line length of the survey line AB, then measure the bearing. Then next, what you have to do, now shift the instrument to the station B and install the instrument and perform all temporary adjustments and make the horizontal circle to read 0 and 180 degree, and backside the backside the station B, is it not? Then now install the instrument over station B and backside to A, and then with all temporary setup. Now transit the theodolite. Transit the theodolite means now just change the position of the telescope. Now change the position of the telescope now from backward to front. This is not back side. Now therefore transit the telescope to B side, B dash, and again bisector. Now change the position of the telescope to bisect the point C. To bisect the point C. Is it not? Turn the telescope over the upper plate. Is it not? Now because the lower plate is reading 0 and 180 degree, then turn the upper plate. Turn the telescope, then upper plate will be rotated to an angle theta 1 from here to here. Now after installing the instrument, making all the temporal adjustments, making 0 and 180 degree horizontal circle, then backsliding the point A, then transit the telescope. Transit the telescope, change the position of the telescope from this not backside to the forward. So therefore, turn the telescope and transit it, then turn the telescope clockwise and bisect the point C. Is it not? Now that is the angle. Record the angle, that is B dash B C. That will be the deflection angle. And similarly, shift the instrument to the next station back and foresight the point C. So shift the instrument to the point C. Then repeat the procedure. Shift the instrument to the station C and perform all temporal adjustments. Make the circle, horizontal circle to read 0 and 180 degree, and backside B, then transit the telescope. Then the telescope is directed from here to the point C, isn't it? C dash. So therefore, now then rotate the telescope and measure this angle, isn't it? Now this is how we will let us continue that is we can run that is open travels, isn't it? And similarly, now this is the procedure adopted in carrying out, laying that is open travels. And so that is what the procedure is, the procedure I explained, that is same thing here, we have printed here. And similarly, traversing by method of included angle, but that is closed travers. How to run the closed travers? Now this is also same thing in the similar way. Now that is, please remember in the traversing, mainly we are measuring the angles, and measuring the distances. Only these two things we are doing it, isn't it? So how we are measuring, from which reference we are measuring, that is up to the engineer, depending upon the type of work he needs, isn't it? So depend accuracy level and where he is doing for the purpose of this traversing, the everything depends, isn't it? Now the travers in a closed travers, the closed travers can be carried from the reference, that is closed travers AB, BC, CD, DE, EF, and FG, and then GA. That is a closed travers, isn't it? Closed travers. How to run the closed travers? To run the closed travers, again, bring back the instrument. Keep the instrument to the station, isn't it? A. Install the instrument over the station A and perform all temporary adjustments. Then make the horizontal circle to read 0 and 180 and turn the telescope, isn't it? Measure that is bearing of the line AB, bearing of the line AB, isn't it? Bearing of the line AB, and note down, and also measure the angle, that is the included angle. You measure the included angle, then similarly shift the instrument to the station B, backside, and make it 0. Horizontal circle, make the horizontal circle to read 0 and 180 degree, isn't it? Understood? Correct? 0 and 180 degree. Then from the backside A and turn the telescope clockwise and bisect the object C. Now again that will give you the included angle. This angle, isn't it? Angle B. And similarly, shift the instrument to the station C and again make all the necessary temporary adjustments. Make the horizontal circle to 0 and 180 degree. Then backside to the B. Then turn the telescope clockwise and bisect the point D. Isn't it? Measure the distance. Then measure the horizontal angle. Isn't it? Understood? So this is a continuous process till the point reached. Isn't it? Got it? Understood? Any clarification is required in this regard? Is it okay? Okay. And similarly, now this is the included angles, interior angles measured in this method. In this method, this is the method of measuring the exterior angles. Isn't it? Same process is adapted and continue this. Isn't it? Continue and we can establish the required where you are laying that is traversing, we can continue it. Isn't it? Now this is the procedure. The same procedure is explained here. Please kindly go through this. Isn't it? And also it is available in the textbooks. There are many textbooks available. Now there are TP Karkala. Isn't it? One textbook is there. There are many textbooks are available. Now you can refer. No, I have referred that Karkala textbook. Isn't it? Now then the everything, all these things are available, and I think it looks to be good textbook. You can go through that one. You should read that. Isn't it? And similar, the same procedure is continued here. It is the explanation of the running the closed travels, isn't it? And similarly, now checks in the traversing. What are the checks we need to? Now because while carrying out the survey work, traversing work, sometimes we need to check, isn't it? We need to check each and every time. Not necessarily each and every time. If you are so much confident, we can continue. If there is any doubt, in between, we can check it, isn't it? No, but finally, the sum of the measured interior angles should be equal to 2n minus 4 right angles, isn't it? 2n minus 4 times. N is the number of sides, isn't it? N is the number of sides. So that must be equal to 2n minus 4 right angles, isn't it? The sum of the measured exterior angles should be equal to 2n plus 4 times the right angles, isn't it? Right angles 4 times. Why it is 4 times? Isn't it? 4. That plus 4, 90 into 4, 360. That becomes one circle, isn't it? So therefore, is equal to the number 2. Exterior, sum of the measured exterior angles must be equal to 2n plus 4 right angles, and sum of the interior measured angles must be equal to 2n minus 4 times the right angles, isn't it? So, and also the algebraic sum of the deflection angles should be equal to 360 degree, considering right hand side deflection angles are positive and left hand side deflection angles are considered as negative. So when you reach the first point, the sum of the deflection angle must be equal to 360. See, when you starting from one point and when you start measuring from one point, when you come back, it becomes one full circle, isn't it? When it becomes full circle, then the total angle is equal to, isn't it? Now this is how we have derived. Now traverse by direct observation bearing. The work is verified comparing the fore bearing of the last line with the back bearing observed in the initial station, isn't it? Now suppose in closed traversing, when at every point we need to check the forebearing and backbearing, forebearing and backbearing, and when you come back, we can check the backbearing of the point, then each survey line, isn't it? And similarly, checks in linear measurement. Checks in linear measurement, please remember this. In a closed tower, the sum of the northing should be equal to the sum of the southing. You know, sum of the northing is equal to sum of the southing in a closed towers, isn't it? Now, and sum of the easting should be equal to sum of the westings. That must be equal to 0. That is sigma L is equal to 0 and sigma D is equal to 0. Sigma latitude, sum of all the latitudes must be equal to 0 and sum of all the departures must be equal to 0. Isn't it? This is we are applied. This is we are applying in all problems to solve or to find the closing error. Isn't it? Closing error also in the omitted measurements. Isn't it? In closing error also, you want to find out the closing error, we need to apply this method. No, when we are starting, we are commencing from one point and reaching, after completing the circle, we are reaching back to the same point, isn't it? So therefore, the sum is equal to 0. Latitude and departure, sum of the latitude must be equal to 0. Sum of the departure must be equal to 0, isn't it? And sum of the angles must be equal to 0 or 360 degree, isn't it? 360 degree. Okay, like in the open travels, no, in the open travels, it is difficult to check the open traversing because it is not closing anywhere. No, it is a continuous survey line, isn't it? It is a continuous survey line. We don't know where it will close. So therefore, if you measure the bearings, regularly or some prominent points, now we can check with respect to the north orientation, isn't it? That is the only way to check the work, whether the work is right or wrong. And similarly, now please remember this again. Now repeatedly I am saying this. Number of times I am saying this because one should understand this, isn't it? Now, the trigonometrical functions, the basic trigonometry must know, isn't it? So therefore, yeah, already we have discussed about this latitude and departure, isn't it? Latitude and departure we have discussed about this. Now again, more elaborately in any survey line, see, you please remember in any survey line AB, we can abbreviate, we can call this as A survey line AB, line AB from A to B. The another person will say that is BA, isn't it? Both are right. AB is also line, BA is also line, isn't it? Survey line. So therefore, with respect to orientation, now we are discussing everything surveying. We are discussing with respect to some reference. That is north is our reference, isn't it? North is the reference. Therefore, now here, see, now this is the reduced bearing. That is not reduced bearing of AB. This is forebearing. Reduced bearing of AB is forebearing, isn't it? Back bearing of AB is how much? Not back bearing of AB. Now, that is forebearing of AB is the latitude of AB. If you consider if you consider the line AB, then see, now this becomes the forebearing. If you consider the back bearing, the back bearing of AB is, now this is the back bearing. Now this is the forebearing and this will be the back bearing. The forebearing in a quadrant system, we can say like this. That is line AB, that it is north east, north theta east, isn't it? North theta east is forebearing. And back bearing of AB is becomes what? Back bearing of AB becomes south west, isn't it? South theta west. Now, more bearing of AB. Now, these are the fundamentals you must understand this, isn't it? We should know about it. If you understand this clearly, definitely we can solve any number of problems. And that's why I am concentrating more on the basics. Isn't it? Problem we can solve it. I will solve 2-3 problems. Isn't it? No, therefore, now let us understand clearly the fundamentals. Isn't it? Now I'll say again, please note that is bearing of AB, bearing of AB, that is 4 bearing of AB. That is, now this angle is the 4 bearing of AB. And this angle is the back bearing of AB. Isn't it? When our progress survey line is AB, when you are discussing about the line AB, then 4 bearing of AB and back bearing of AB. 4 bearing of AB and back bearing of AB. Isn't it? Now here latitude of line AB with respect to 4 bearing, that is positive. Isn't it? And departure is also positive. Then if you consider from the B to A, line BA, when you're discussing about the line BA, now please note here it is, isn't it? Now it is latitude south and departure is west. Latitude is south and departure is, now please remember this. The difference between the 4 bearing and back bearing and also the latitude and departure, it is, we have only one survey line here. This survey line can be read AB and also BC. AB 4 bearing, AB back bearing. Now suppose if you are saying in the quadrant system bearing, no, there is 4 quadrant system bearing of AB is from here to here. Isn't it? Quadrant system bearing and 4 bearing of AB both are, isn't it? Whole circle bearing and quadrant circle bearing of AB both are same here. Suppose if you consider this BA, then the whole circle bearing is theta plus 180 degree. Theta plus 180 degree. Isn't it? Suppose if you are in whole circle bearing, in quadrant system bearing is equal to south theta west. Got it? Understood? Yeah. Now already we have discussed about this in the previous class. Elaborately we have discussed about this, isn't it? Northing, southing, easting, westing, isn't it? North coordinate of the survey line is the latitude. North coordinate of the survey line is the northing. South coordinate of the survey line is the southing. East coordinate of the survey line is the easting. West coordinate of the survey line is the westing. Got it? Understood? So we go ahead. Yeah. Next up. The same thing I have written here. See again. No. North coordinate. See. North coordinate of this survey line OC. Isn't it? It is positive. That is west coordinate of this line OC is negative. This, that is a line OD, south coordinate, it is southing, it is minus, isn't it? And the west coordinate of OD is again minus, negative, west coordinate, south and west. Yes, same thing I will explain. And again, see the another how to calculate the latitude of the survey line AB. Now it is a simple triangle, trigonometry. Isn't it? It is a simple triangle. When you consider this as the theta, this is the opposite side and this is the adjacent side. From AB, isn't it? A to B, no, it is opposite and adjacent. Therefore, it is theta opposite. Therefore, departure of the survey line AB is sin theta and it is positive because, isn't it? Right? Because eastward. And similarly, now this is northward. Now this is the latitude of the line AB. It is equal to L cos theta, isn't it? Length into that is cos theta. Understand? Now here L is missing here. Now while solving this problem, we want this hypotenuse, no? Isn't it? In solving this problem, now we need that is D into L cos theta. D is equal to AB into sin theta. AB into sin theta, and here L is equal to latitude is equal to AB into sin theta. Please read this. L is length of latitude of the line AB is equal to length of AB into cos theta. Departure of this is equal to is AB into sin theta. Isn't it? So AB is missing here, length is missing here. Please read. Okay. Now suppose if you consider this, if you consider the line BA, isn't it? Now this becomes your bearing, isn't it? This becomes your bearing, that is south to west. Now this is the, if you consider this is the bearing northwest, northeast. If you consider this exactly opposite, it is southwest. Understood? Simple trigonometry. Please remember this. Okay. Now similarly, any number of survey lines, the same method will be adapted, isn't it? The latitude and departure calculation. Now I suggest you to go through this carefully, and please remember this L is length of AB is missing here, length of AB is missing here, and length of BC is also L. This is the due to L sin theta, length of BC. Now, in any computation, travel computation, please remember that is latitude and departure. Latitude not positive, latitude no, that depends upon where you will, how you will consider the survey line. That's not. The most important thing is now how you are considering the survey line. This is not. Survey line will be considered either from AB or BA. Whether you are running clockwise or anti-clockwise. Accordingly, we have to calculate their sides. This is not. Now this is one close traverse. The same thing we have done it here. Now already we have discussed about it. You know, now for it is a close traverse. Now we have started the survey work from A. Isn't it? Survey work is coming from A, AB, BC, CD, DE, EF, and it should be FA. It should be FA. But unfortunately, it is not, the last point is not joining with the starting point. Then now problem starts. Now we have to adjust this. Now we have to calculate first. What is the error involved in this? Now this error is called closing error. Isn't it? The error occurred in closing the traverse. Isn't it? Not strictly it should meet, the last point should meet the original starting point. But it is not meeting. It means there is some error. Now that error is called closing error. Isn't it? This is closing error. Closing error. In the closing error, see now let us take this as the closing error. This is the closing error. Now that is the closing error. This is the closing error. That is A dash A. A dash A. Now see after calculating the latitude and departure of the line AB, latitude and departure of the line BC, latitude and departure of the line CD, latitude and departure of the line D, calculate all the latitude and departure of the lines, isn't it? And substitute here. Now, according to our the conditions of our closed traverse, sigma L must be equal to 0, sigma D must be equal to. Algebraic sum of all the latitude must be equal to 0. Algebraic sum of all the departure must also be equal to 0. Isn't it? Right? Now there is an error. Therefore, this closing error line also has latitude and departure. That is the quantity. Now this is the quantity L, residue. Sigma L is equal to 0, but not 0. Therefore, we have some value for L. Now this is the latitude of that closing line. Isn't it? This is the latitude of the closing line. Error which is accumulated, error which is available here. Sigma L is equal to 0. If L is equal to 0, if sigma L is equal to 0, then there is no point in discussing with the closing error. There is no point in discussing with the closing error. Understood? If it is closing with the original point, then no closing error. Then sigma L must be equal to, you will get it. Doesn't matter. Sigma D is equal to 0, you will get it. Okay. Now therefore, now please understand, calculate the sigma L, that is sorry, latitude and departure of all the survey lines, and substitute here. Now if your work is correct, then this becomes 0. Doesn't it? Now, if your work is not correct, then there will be some residue, some residue, maybe 2 meter, 3 meter, 5 meter, depends upon your work, quality of the work, and how you are intelligent to carry out the work, and also the instrument, the quality of the instrument. Based on all these factors, now you will get this residue, isn't it? Similarly, you are going to get the residue for this. D also, departure. Now, what is the value? What the value? How much you are going to get it here? Now that is D. Now calculate the length and bearing of latitude, departure, isn't it? Latitude and departure of what? Latitude and departure of which belongs to what? Which line? Which belongs to the error, that is A dash A. Latitude and departure of the residue which is available here. Say after summing up, we don't get 0, we will get some value for this, isn't it? Now departure also we don't get value, we don't get 0. There is some value. Now therefore that value is, this is the latitude and this is the departure. Now calculate the length and bearing of the line, isn't it? Length and bearing of the closing. Length and bearing of what? Closing error, isn't it? Now apply the again trigonometry function, trigonometry. How to calculate this length? A dash A. A dash A is equal to under root, isn't it? L square by D square. That will give you the. And similarly calculate the theta, isn't it? Opposite, right? Opposite and adjacent. Therefore, theta is equal to tan inverse latitude divided by departure. Now you have to decide. You want to decide which angle you are considering. And when we consider some particular point or angle, now with respect to that, you have to calculate the latitude and departure, and also you have to consider the sign, isn't it? Plus, which is plus and which is minus. But one you should remember, when you start doing the job, now when you start doing the work from here, now you are considering all right side positive, all left side negative, all upward positive, all downward negative, isn't it? That is upward nothing, downward something, isn't it? Eastward positive, leftward. Adopt this method, isn't it? Then you will get the right answer. Okay? Don't mix it and don't change it, isn't it? And we'll go to the next slide. Yeah. Now let us solve this. Now let's see how to do this. It's a very simple problem to calculate. How to calculate the, that is, now the following angle were measured in using the closed traverse A, B, C, D, E, A, clockwise direction. Then a reference bearing is given to one line AB. Now we have to calculate the rest of the, isn't it? So it is a very simple problem. Probably maybe asked sometimes you asked in the examination. Very simple problem. Now see the given data, given, right? See, now here it is given here the line. Better if you draw a simple, that is line, proportionally you have to write down the diagram. Then automatically you are able to calculate the wherever you go. Now please, from here to here it is 180 degree, and from here to here it is 360 degree. Now if you get one or two angles, then the rest can be calculated, isn't it? Rest can be calculated. Now here orientation is given here. They have given the orientation here, isn't it? Now that is orientation means bearing of the line AB. AB line is given here, isn't it? AB line is given. Now therefore they have asked to calculate that is exterior angle, no? So we need to calculate for this traverse, we need to calculate the exterior angle. So this is from here to here, it is 10 degree per minute. So think, isn't it? Then the length is known and you see, now the angle is known. Then from here, AB again. Now calculate the exterior angle. Now this is alternate angle. Now this is 10 degree per minute. This is 10 degree per minute. The rest we can calculate it. Isn't it? They have given here exterior angle. Exterior angle given. Now see, now this is we can calculate it here. Isn't it? This angle we will get it. See this one. This exterior angle is 225 degrees 30 minutes plus. Isn't it? Plus this alternate angles minus. Isn't it? So simple arithmetic calculation. You please calculate this. Isn't it? Simple arithmetic calculation. I have given the solution also. You please go through this. Isn't it? We can very simple calculation. Now there is no much problem in that. Remember, now this is north 0 and 90, 180, then 270, 360. Some may see when they have given this angle is given, when they have given this and this is also given, are we not able to calculate the bearing of this line? We can calculate simple arithmetic, isn't it? Simple addition and subtraction. Okay, so this is one problem. Then this is another problem, that is to a traverse is run from A to G and deflection angles are given as follows. At station B, the deflection angle is 32 degree 16. I told you know left. 32 degree left means no, it is changing. The line is changing the direction. The line AB is changing the direction to BC. From AB to BC by around of 32 degree 16 minutes. Isn't it? Now therefore, see now always you take the reference. With respect to this reference, we can calculate it. This is also simple, very simple problem. See, you can calculate it. Now they have given this, so it is not. So this is bearing of the line AB. Bearing of the line AB, we can calculate the bearing of the line BC. That is also very simple, and the solution is given here. You please kindly go through this. Now see, now this is 32 degrees they have given. Now this is 180 now. This is 180. Now this is 180. Now we can calculate the bearing of the line BC. Isn't it? So it is given. We have calculated here. Please go through this. Isn't it? So all the answers, all calculations are written here. Now you please kindly go through this. Isn't it? Simple arithmetical subtract and additions. Nothing else here. Okay. Yeah. And deflection angle. The following bearings were observed in a compost traverse. Calculate the deflection angles. Deflection angle. I think same problem. Same problem. And you know, now we have discussed elaborately the what is called closing error. So we have discussed about this also. What to do with the closing error? The closing error will be proportionately distributed to all the 7 lines. Isn't it? So there is one Bodich's rule. We have discussed about this transit rule, and also we have another rule. So what we can't keep the closing error. We cannot continue the work as it is. By keeping the closing error, the amount of error will be distributed to all the lines. Isn't it? There are many methods. One is Bodich's rule. Now we are giving the portion of the error to the line, and another one transit rule. We are giving the latitude error to some portion latitude. Isn't it? Departure error to some portion, that is proportionately. Isn't it? Depending upon their value, individual value. Isn't it? We are giving it. Isn't it? In another one is rule that here northing will be given to northing side, southing will be given to southing side. Isn't it? The value will be distributed and you will get the depending upon the precision you need, you have to transfer that, isn't it? No, we must make A dash to join, A dash to reach A, isn't it? Original station it has to reach. Okay. Then this problem we have discussed in the previous class. Now this is to find out the length and bearing of the line CD. Now they given the coordinates of C and coordinates of D. Now this is the coordinates of C, coordinates of D. Isn't it? If you want more elaboration, you please go to the previous class. There I explained elaborately about this. Isn't it? Now we will go further. Now this is the solution for the problem. Now that is only simple problem. There is nothing here. Now it is to find the length and bearing of the line CD. Isn't it? The same problem. Calculations. Yeah. Now the following are the lengths and bearings of the sides of a closed traverse ABCD. Compute the length and bearing of the line DA. Compute the length and bearing of the line DA. Normally, these kind of problems will be asked in our examination. Probably it carries 10 marks. Isn't it? Normally it carries maybe sometimes I said 10. Sometimes maybe even one or two maybe less of 8, 7, 10, 8, 9, like you will get normally you will get the problems in the examination. Now whatever we have discussed till now, that is latitude, departure, northing, southing, easting, westing, positive in the first coordinate, isn't it? Then southing and easting, minus and plus in the second coordinate, and minus, southing, westing in the third coordinate, isn't it? You must remember all these things. We should know about it. Whatever we have discussed till now, if you know this becomes few minutes problem. The few minutes within few minutes we can solve this problem. We will get the solution for the problem. Okay. Now this is the data given. This is the data given. Now let us see how to solve this problem. Let's see. Now I suggest you to write down. You sketch it. You sketch the given data approximately. Isn't it? Approximately, proportionately sketch this diagram. Now without this diagram also it is possible we can do it, but sometimes better you can understand if you do this. Isn't it? Now the first line AB is the 76.8 meter long, and the bearing, that is whole circle bearing they have given. Whole circle bearing is given as, that is whole circle bearing is given here. It is 140 degree 12 minutes. Now convert this. Now convert this into, that is AB, convert this into quadrant circle bearing. Quadrant circle bearing. Now therefore quadrant circle bearing is this 180 minus the bearing, isn't it? 180, that will give you the quadrant circle bearing, that becomes 39 degree 48 minutes, isn't it? And the latitude and departure of the line AB. Now latitude, isn't it? Latitude is down, isn't it? And departure is east. Latitude is down minus, therefore departure is rightward, it is positive. Now calculate these results. Now the second line BC is the line, it is 195 degree, 195.6 meter, and the angle given is, bearing is given as 36 degree. Yeah, this is a 36 degree 24 minutes. 36 degree 24 minutes. Right? 36 degree 24 minutes. Now is it necessary to calculate the quadrant system bearing? No, it is given in the, so because it is in the first quadrant. Line BC is in the first coordinate, therefore both circle bearing and also the quadrant circle bearing are both are, isn't it? It is in the first quadrant, no? First quadrant, Whole circle bearing is this one. Quadrantal bearing is also same thing, isn't it? So therefore, now calculate the corresponding, that is latitude. Latitude of the line VC, isn't it? Latitude and departure. Length into sin theta. Length into cos theta. Isn't it? It is L2, latitude of 2, isn't it? So therefore, latitude and departure. Latitude and departure are, now here both are, now this is in the first quadrant. It is in the first quadrant. Angle line BC is in the first quadrant. Therefore, when it is in the first quadrant, latitude positive, isn't it? Departure is also positive. So return here, positive. And similarly, if you take the third line, isn't it? That is CD. CD is given here. It is again, it is, isn't it? Now, the whole circle bearing is 338 degree 48 minutes. That is whole circle bearing. That is CD. That CD, whole circle bearing from north direction to the line. It is whole circle bearing. Now, let us convert this into quadrant circle bearing. It is 360 minus 338. It gives 21 degree 12 minutes. Now for this, now this is the latitude and departure. CD, latitude and departure. Latitude, it is the angle. Quadrant system theta 3 is the angle. Quadrantal angle of CD. So therefore, north and departure, isn't it? Latitude and departure. Latitude L3 is equal to, you know, what is this? This is the angle. L3 is equal to, isn't it? That is length into cos theta, isn't it? Length into cos theta. Now here this is equal to opposite side. Length into sin theta. Length of CD into sin theta. Length of CD into cos theta. This is the latitude, latitude, isn't it? And positive. Latitude is positive and departure is negative. Positive and negative. The last line DA, closing error. Now that closing error we are utilizing it will be taken, it will be the advantage, it is the advantage, isn't it? Sometimes we will miss the not difficult to measure the angle and distances. Sometimes what happens if you go to the forest land, so you will continue the work and the last point you can go from one end, the other end also you can go, but in between that not possible to reach the along that line. Therefore, under those circumstances, the closing error will be applied and it will be utilized for our purpose to calculate the length and bearing of the missed line. Isn't that the line which is not able to measure at sight? Isn't it? And those circumstances, now this is the line DA. This is the line DA. For a closed travels, sigma L is equal to 0, sigma D is equal to 0, and the total angle is 360 degrees, isn't it? So therefore, now see, now we have calculated the length and bearing of the line AB, calculated the length and bearing of the line BC, calculated the length and bearing of the line CD. Now the length and bearing of DA, isn't it? We don't know. Therefore, length and bearing of the line, that is latitude of line DA is L. Departure of the line DA, departure of the line DA is, isn't it? Now it is given here. Understood? Now you make the sum of this, then you are going to get, that is L is the residue, isn't it? Sigma L. We are going to get it. Sigma L is equal to some residue. That is equal to L. If you sum them, you will get some value for L. If you sum up this, you will get value for D, isn't it? That is the latitude and departure for the line DA. That is the latitude and departure for the line DA. Now let's see. No, this is no. I think in the previous slide we have calculated the latitude of all the lines, and similarly we have calculated the latitude and departure of all the lines, isn't it? Now, then see this is more elaborately I have enlarged the diagram for better understanding, isn't it? Can you understand this? Latitude AB, latitude departure of this line. Now this clearly shows AB, latitude down minus, isn't it? And departure AB, rightward, eastward, positive. Latitude of line BC, upward, positive. Departure is eastward, isn't it? Negative. With respect to BC, we are discussing with respect to BC. Latitude is positive, and this BC line is in the first quadrant, isn't it? And similarly, that is CD. Now you can check this. Latitude and departure. Latitude is positive and departure is negative. And similarly, that is we have calculated, isn't it? That is the calculation DA. Now let's see. Now, see, after doing this, sigma L you will get this 133.2 and D 151. Now after summing up them, they will be we are going to get for value for L latitude L, and we will get the value for D, isn't it? So this is the value of L and D. Now this is the length of the simple problem we can solve like this, isn't it? And also now this is the triangle for the latitude we got it here. This is the latitude, that is 133.2, and departure is departure is L is 133.2 and departure is 151. It is there. So it is a triangle. Now this, if you consider this as a theta, then the bearing theta is equal to tan inverse opposite by adjacent. Now that will give you the angle, isn't it? Understood? Yes. Again, further omitted measurement. Now we have discussed about the traversing. While doing this process, sometimes due to some reason, we may not be able to measure the length and bearings of some lines. Sometimes, even after measuring also, we may lose the data which is recorded from the site. During the process of survey work, we may lose the value whatever the recorded, isn't it? But when we work to plot the traverse, then we may need some data. Sometimes may not possible, isn't it? Otherwise, you have to go back to the site and collect the data from. So therefore, there are possibilities. Sometimes we will miss the angle. Sometimes we will miss the length. Sometimes we will miss the length of two lines. Sometimes we will miss the angle of two lines. Isn't that? One length, one angle, two lines, one angle, or one angle, two lines. Like we may miss it. Sometimes may not be sometimes not possible to measure the data. Sometimes after measuring also not able to, isn't that? Procure it. We may lose it due to rain or wind or we may lose something, isn't it? Or maybe some personal error while rating, there may be some error. Now under those circumstances, how to solve those problems, isn't it? Now we will solve one or two problems exclusively in the next class, isn't it? Thank you very much for everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you a lot. Thank you. Do you have any questions? Do you have some questions?